Welcome everybody to another episode of Palomitas y Pasabilidades. So, I've been practicing that all day on my Duolingo shit here. Welcome back. Here we are, another episode of Movie on Movie. We're doing Lake Placid and we're doing Godzilla of 1998. What a phenomenal film.
Oh God, creature double feature today. Yikes.
What did we have it as? The Reptile Rebellion?
Reptile.
So, yeah, Godzilla, I loved it as a kid. It was a favorite of mine.
That's something.
And, I have to give it to it, we did have a couple of comments where, it's like, oh, we hate when people, go back and watch these movies and shit on them. It's for the time. What I'll say to start for Godzilla is it's the perfect movie for kids because literally you love the destruction. You love the big monster.
It's all spectacle. Yeah.
Yeah. But when your brain actually develops and you go back and watch this movie, it stinks. It's not good. It's only, 1 minute into this segment and it's not there.
It's not.
It's not it.
If I may offer a differing perspective,
Go.
I also found it extremely boring when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
The first time I saw it, I just remember, I think, and I've complained about this ad nauseum since we last watched it, but I think it was the length for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I thought it should be over, it kept going, so I kept, even if I gained a little bit of interest, oh, well, let's see how it ends. It didn't end, so then I would lose interest all over again.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, for the time, Matthew Broderick was pretty popular when we were younger, but outside of that, most of the other actors were in stuff I wasn't watching yet because it was geared towards adults, right?
Right.
So, not to say they didn't have great actors in the movie. There were some very heavy hitters in there, but nobody I was particularly familiar with, and I think that was a pitfall of being younger. I cared less oftentimes about the story or the plot.
Yeah.
What drew me to if I wanted to see it or not was, is there an actor I like? Or is there a voice actor that I like if it's a Disney movie or whatever?
Yeah.
And this one didn't really have that to keep me interested in it. So, I don't know. I think the bigger part of my brain was I'd rather be watching Jurassic Park. So,
I mean, yeah, you can't compare it.
You can't compare. But
no, for me, it was I always saw the toys in the store and I loved dinosaurs as a kid. So seeing Godzilla, it was oh, this is awesome. Finally getting a chance. Because it's we didn't have the options to we do now where we can let's just put on the classic ones or whatever. Little bit of a tie back sidebar here. Michael Lerner, the mayor in this, is the father in Clueless show. So that's who I was thinking of the entire time. So if you listen to the Clueless episode, that's who I was thinking of.
That's funny.
One of the problems that we both agreed on was that the casting for this was not great.
So odd. Very weird choices made in this casting.
I think it lacked Bruce Willis. I don't know who else would be. Tom Cruise, Will Smith, somebody at that time, the big ones.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing against Matthew Broderick. It's just his character was the biologist, and I feel the biologist is always the side guy. I don't know. He just didn't have the same energy as
some of the other action stars of the time. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Even you want to talk about, so think of, I'm going to get roasted for comparing this to Jurassic Park, and I don't mean to.
Right.
But you think of Jeff Goldblum as the lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Or even when we watched Independence Day, Jeff Goldblum plays the science-y journalist type. But he brings a different, his energy is completely different, and I don't know, it brings a different dynamic to that type of a cast than Matthew Broderick or any of his companions.
Even
or
Alan
side.
Grant too, like that character is the same.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. I think the most badass character you get in this cast is Jean Reno. He's Felipe. He's like the guy who's lets Nico in
Yeah.
when they kick him out.
Yeah. It's like drawing a blank for a second. I was like thinking of Jurassic Park. So yeah, but he's also, like you said, he's too much of a side character, and you don't get enough of him where you really. But it's just, so the casting to me was off. We agree that the love romance was very bizarre. It didn't make any sense.
So uncomfortable. That is some of the most painful dialogue to watch occur between two actors. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Especially Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, just like the beginning when he's like digging up the worms and he opens the chest and it's like all pictures of her. So in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe like it's his girlfriend, or maybe it's just like an ex-girlfriend. I don't know. But like, then you find out it was his college girlfriend and they broke up over something.
Right.
Like, this is crazy. So go ahead.
Well, that's the other thing that was odd to me is this is some old flame that it doesn't seem like they ended on the best terms, but like Audrey's conversation with what's it, Victor, the animal?
Yeah.
And whoever the female French, I forget her name in the movie. But their conversation around their relationship when they're in like that cafe or that diner, wherever they are early on in the movie.
Right.
First of all, she does not sell it at all that like this was the one and it the one that got away or whatever. And then they run into each other at some, I don't know if it's like a convenience store or a corner store or whatever. And just the interaction is so miserably uncomfortable to watch. It's so weird.
Yeah.
He seems happy to see her, but then she accuses him of still being mad, and he's like, yeah, I am still mad. Everything about their relationship arc makes absolutely no sense and is not sold to the audience in a way that is the smallest bit believable. And that's what I struggled with, because you know me, I'm a sucker for a freaking, I'll go for any love story, but this was impossible to be invested in. Impossible.
Yeah. It felt like too close to home of like the director trying to like air out his relationship or something.
Right.
But yeah, it was like, you didn't care about the love story. You didn't really care for Audrey's like, I want to be a news anchor story. Like, she wasn't a likable character in my mind. And then what's this Animal? What's this, Hank Azaria's character? Like,
yeah, right.
Was just like whatever. Like, he really should have been killed in that first stomp from Godzilla. Like, if a giant lizard dinosaur, whatever you want to call it, is like so close to stomping on you, I think you would just like pass out from that. I don't know. But that is like the main thing, is that there's not like any side story that really you care about. And then you're adding on Godzilla, who they took away the what's like the nuclear like breath, I guess.
Oh,
I don't,
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they took that out of it, and the design was off to me. Like,
very off. And the CG was not great. Did not hold up super good. Like looking back on it now.
yeah, and what I try to do is like, I understand like the late 90s and the 2000s, like the CGI is not there. But I think like if you can at least give me a decent story to hold on to, like I can live with it. But the CGI on top of all this, on top of being what, 2.5 hours or whatever, what was it, like?
Yes,
close
2.5
to like
hours. Oh yeah.
He did nothing to really like win me over.
Sure.
I would say.
Yeah, there was nothing, I hate to say it this way, but there's nothing very memorable about that movie.
No.
Nothing. Like, I guess when they find the nest in Madison Square Garden,
Mm-hmm.
like, that scene, when we got to that scene, I was like, oh, I actually remember when I saw this for the first time, and I was like, oh, God, I don't know what I would do. That seems gross.
Yeah.
But outside of that, there's really nothing. It's not like it's super quotable or it's super funny or it brings a good love story or a good character development arc or anything like that. It is literally just Godzilla stomping around Manhattan and then making a nest in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then like the scene where I guess they tried to humanize Godzilla, of like where he's like next to Matthew Broderick, and it's like, no, Godzilla like fucks things up. He doesn't fucking have compassion for humans. Like, what are we doing here?
Choices were made. That is for sure.
Choices were made. I'll get into some fun facts, and here's the ratings. I'll start with that. So Rotten Tomatoes is a 20%, Popcorn's a 28%, Metacritic's a 32, Users a 5.0, IMDb is a 5.5 out of 10. So on par, I would say.
Yeah.
You know. Fun facts: the Godzilla only has 11 minutes of screen time. Perhaps in an attempt to mock Jurassic Park, a teaser for Godzilla was released in theaters a year before its release. The footage was worth $600,000. Finds Godzilla's foot stomping and trampling a museum along with the skeleton of a T-Rex.
Oh, wow.
Despite the hype, the scene was ultimately cut. So $600,000, Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. You have to figure it must have been the Museum of Natural History, right? If this takes place in New York, that has to be.
But also, what are you thinking? Trying to go against Jurassic Park like that? Like,
that is foolishness. That is delusions of grandeur, is what that is. Because that Jurassic Park is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Just straight foolishness.
Yeah. And in the end, it was like the whole Madison Square Garden scene was reminding me of the part in Jurassic Park when they're running from the raptors, you know, with the baby. So it's it looks like you kind of copied.
There were some moments in that scene that I think I texted you. I'm like, what are we, straight ripping Jurassic Park right now?
Right. The soundtrack peaked at number 2 on the album charts, behind DMX's debut album. It went certified platinum.
What?
Yeah. I told you.
Stop.
Yeah. I had this, for the record. I had this soundtrack. It was one of my favorites. What else was in my collection, you might ask? I had the Mortal Kombat Annihilation soundtrack.
Banger.
I had this soundtrack, and I had another one. I think the Goofy movie soundtrack.
Yes.
So
okay.
I mean, those were
That's fire.
Yeah.
I still listen to Powerline.
Oh,
like on a random any day of the week, you could possibly find me rocking out to Powerline. That's
100%
solid choice.
And I'm glad we can agree that they should not make a live action movie of this with Bruno Mars.
Please,
for the love of God, leave it
stop
alone.
remaking everything.
Yeah.
How about remaster it? Like digitally remaster it and put it back out into the world in all its glory. That I can absolutely get behind.
Yeah. If you want to make a little 3D action, by all means.
Crazy. The Goofy movie IMAX experience. Like, I'm in. I'll go. I don't care.
I don't need a live action dog or whatever.
So weird.
Stupid. So it featured artists like Rage Against the Machine, Foo Fighters, Green Day, Jamiroquai, Jimmy Page, The Diddy.
See, maybe that's why I don't look fondly on the soundtrack, because I think that's the only song I remember.
That one I remember. My uncle loved it because he was like a big Jimmy Page guy.
Okay.
I don't remember the rest, but I am curious to listen to this now. Despite a critical flop, it was a success overseas. It made $242.7 million worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah. The movie was planned as a trilogy, but was axed. It did, however, spawn a TV show, which I did watch, animated on Fox Kids. It went for 2 seasons and about 38 episodes.
For what it's worth, the soundtrack, the track list is actually quite good.
It is a good soundtrack. Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually have listened to many of these songs independently, and I just don't think I realized that they came from this soundtrack.
Classic, baby. Platinum for a reason.
Lord. Yeah.
And then the last thing I have was the Toho company called this monster Zilla because they felt the design was too different from the real Godzilla. The creature,
interesting.
The creature was faster, slimmer, laid eggs, and was killed by conventional weapons, which was all things they did not approve of. They didn't match Godzilla's near invincible nuclear-powered image. So they said, literally, they took the god out of Godzilla.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shots fired, man.
I'd say. How would you make this movie better?
Give it a plot? I don't know. Like, I can't say there was no plot, right? Because you understand that Matthew Broderick is trying to track Godzilla to find the nest because the fear is if all the eggs hatch, like, world domination will ensue, right?
Right.
So that's the plot. But there is no substance beyond that straight line linear progression of we find him doing research, then we find him with the government, then the government kicks him out, then he goes rogue, then they find the nest. It's such a predictable and not exciting at all plot to follow.
Yeah.
Shorten it. Cut it by an hour. Make it an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you got to go an hour 45. Fine. Whatever.
Right.
But give something for people to latch onto and be invested in. That could be his relationship with Audrey, right? That could be... Make there more stakes involved than just the government freaking out that this is going to happen and, like, Godzilla needs to be stopped. Because I think that was the other issue, is they never really laid stakes other than this is going to be really bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, give me something to really be invested in and care about. And then I think, like, now we're talking. Now you've got my interest. You're not going to drag it out too long. And you make me care about what is going on.
I agree, but I also think that's a product of the times, because it's more storytelling, not all the time, but it's more storytelling now. Like, if you're watching this movie as a kid doesn't really care for, like, a love story and what's going on.
Very fair.
They're looking for, like, destruction and just very basic plot. Now, it does, like, the military seemed like basic kids trying to make up how they would kill Godzilla, because it was like poor just execution of, like, let's just dump fish in the middle of the city. Like, wouldn't you want to get him away from the city? What's the point of bringing him in? Like, it just, if that's how the army operated in real life, I think we would have a lot of problems.
I don't think that's unfair commentary. And granted, like, you're asking me today with different eyes than when this movie came out what I would do to make it better. Right. I don't know that my opinion would have changed. I think maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't know. But I've always been drawn to, like, compelling storytelling when I watch a movie. I think that's why I loved Disney so much growing up, and, like, the Disney Renaissance movies, all the animated classics, is because there were real characters to get invested in, and there was some story with stakes involved. Be it, you know, your legs turning back into fins, or being a beast for life versus turning back into a human. Like, even my baby brain could comprehend, like, you should care about the outcome for these people. But to also further your point, I think we've said this exact thing about every action movie in this late 90s era that we've watched. And we're going to watch some coming up. Spoilers. Spoilers, no spoilers. We're going to watch some that would be considered like sci-fi or action or something. And they have deeply well thought out and well crafted plots, and they are classics.
Yeah.
At least in our opinions, and you'll get to hear all about that. But
Yeah.
some of these more, like, they're like popcorn movies. They were meant to, this, Independence Day, Mission Impossible to an extent, they were summer blockbuster movies. They were meant to get butts in chairs, buying popcorn in the movie theater.
Big explosions.
To serve, yes, entertainment, bombastic fight scenes, spectacle. It's all about spectacle and keeping eyes glued to the screen, not about keeping your brain turned on, which I don't think is unfair.
Yeah.
Like, some people, that is their favorite type of movie is, I don't want to have to freaking unlock the Da Vinci Code to understand what the hell's going on here.
Yeah.
Keep me entertained. Keep the visuals cool and stunning and exciting.
Yeah.
But, like, from my personal perspective, that's not a movie I'm going to invest in. Especially not for a 2.5-hour runtime. Maybe if it's like an hour and 20 minutes or something, you can get away with not really having a whole lot of substance, but it was fun. But if you're going to make it a long movie, you got to give me something to care about.
Yeah, and then that's what I think it struggled with. There wasn't really like a cool scene, you know, like Fast and the Furious has like outrageous fucking things happen, like jumping from a bridge to get to another car. Even because like I can give the example, like John Wick's story is not real. Like, it's mostly just it's an action movie. I love it.
Sure.
I love all those movies. But you're not real, like, the story is the story. It's just like, you know, whatever. Like, let's get through it just to have something. But I think that's the problem I'm having with this movie was that there's just nothing that's kind of memorable outside of the soundtrack to me now. So it's,
and that maybe that's more what I'm getting at. Maybe it's more than just, I mean, I still want a plot. You know, my biggest gripe with movies is paper thin plots. I get mad about it. But I agree with you, and I said that earlier. There is nothing that stands out to me in a memorable way. Good, bad, or indifferent, really. Other than the fact that the dialogue is terrible and the soundtrack slaps.
yeah.
Now I realize it's the soundtrack as a whole because I only knew the songs individually.
Right.
But yeah, that's a really good point. That's a fair assessment, I think.
Which is interesting too, because it's like, how many movies have we done now? Like Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla. The soundtracks meant something almost. Like they put effort into it, where bands were found more like I don't know. It is interesting, and I'd love to dive deeper into it. Just how much the soundtracks went platinum, and there was actually care to like compare to now, where like, what soundtrack are you really listening to?
I feel like now there's a lot more effort put into the OST, like the actual orchestral arrangements and the original music that is made for the movies that come out today. But licensed music,
it
is very, very seldom. Like, even artists doing covers of songs or writing a song solely for a soundtrack. Not like, oh, this works, we plucked it from the album, we paid them for the licensing of it, and we put it on the soundtrack.
Right.
I feel like I haven't seen that in a really long time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You're gonna kill me.
Uh-oh.
You use Sinners as an example, right? Or like Begonia. I remember you saying the music was so like spectacular in that film.
Yeah.
That's all original stuff that was crafted by a composer for those movies. It's not like they went out and you know, found some popular top 40s hit and said, hey, can we use this on our soundtrack? Can we license this? And maybe that's why music and film and soundtracks are kind of having a renaissance right now.
Maybe.
Because there's so much deeper of an appreciation for all of the work that goes into composing the original score and arrangements, and be them vocal, be them instrumental, whatever they end up being. There's something fresh, unique, and exciting about experiencing that with a movie for the first time. Then, like, I think about Suicide Squad, right? Where every freaking 30 seconds there's some song you've heard 800,000 times before. Like, you may be bopping along in your seat because it's a great song or you really like the song, but I don't think you connect as much with it as something memorable about the movie. you know, because it's not, you don't remember it from the movie. You remember it from some other memory or when you first heard it or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I do wonder if it was like a focus on getting, like, for example, they have like usually they'll make like the inappropriate joke, but it's like it's meant for the adults who have to go to the movies to watch this with the kids. So it was
With the
like,
kids, right?
was it like they wanted to have a good soundtrack, so like that's what got the older like kids and the teenagers to go, you know, like
Yeah.
Mother Nature is clearly not liking this film either. So
Did you see the lightning bolt in my window back there?
I didn't see that, but I'm hearing like the rumbles.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's here
Keep
to
a lookout though. I saw one. I keep seeing them through my front window, but I saw one through the back window too.
Special guest today, Mother Nature.
Mother freaking nature. Let's go.
All right, so let's tap into Lake Placid because we did watch Lake Placid as well. We had a lot of back and forth. We were originally going to do Kong, but I made the silly mistake that it was thinking it was 98, but that was like I don't even know. What was like a 3-minute?
I went to look up Aries Mighty Kong 1998 streaming. The result I got was some whacked out like children's animated musical version. And I was like, well, that isn't right. So then I tried The Mighty Kong, I tried just Mighty Kong, I tried just Kong. But as long as I had the 1998 in there, that was the only result that was coming up.
Can you look up what's the gorilla movie with Tim Allen? Isn't that like Mighty Joe somebody or something?
Mighty Joe Young.
Mighty Joe Young. There you go. There you go. So, yeah.
Well, then I got nervous that that's what you were thinking about, and I'm like, I'm not watching that movie.
No.
Oh.
No. I thought it was legit 98 or 99, and then I was like, oh, all right, that fits perfectly. Like the old Kong, old Godzilla, but no, so we shifted to Lake Placid. I've seen this a bunch of times because it was one of those on endless rotation on HBO.
Yes. Yes.
So this one has a little bit better of a rating. Not by much, but Rotten Tomatoes is 47%, Popcorn's 37%, Metacritic 34%, user 6.3, IMDb 5.8 out of 10. I did think it was interesting that my memory of this movie was that it was a horror movie, but it's now on IMDb listed as a horror, action, and a comedy. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's more appropriate because like the lines are just crazy.
Yeah.
This one was more palatable, I would say.
This one didn't spend so much time trying to be a bombastic, action-packed summer blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
This one leaned more into like, all right, this is a little bit silly.
Yeah.
Let's lean more into the comedy side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not take itself super seriously at all. And I think that made it a much more fun watch. Is it the action movie of 1998? No, it certainly is not. Is it like a terrifying creature feature? No.
No.
Not at all. But it is fun. There's something enjoyable about watching it. And I think it goes back to it's having fun with the content that it's putting out.
Yeah, I think the comedy element definitely helps it. And this is like, to me, this is the right formula for like these kind of creature films, I think.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't try to take itself too seriously. There has some like crazy deaths, and then there's like some outlandish lines, but I think that's like a lot better than like these ones where they try, like Godzilla was like taking itself too seriously.
Yes, I agree.
And I don't know. What do you think about like these like big creature films? Do you think it's better as like a comedy? Do you prefer them as a horror or?
No. Well, I think it depends on the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're doing a werewolf or a vampire or that type of creature or monster, yes, I want it in horror form. I do prefer it as a horror.
Okay.
But the cryptids of the world almost like your not that Godzilla or a freaking crocodile are cryptids by any stretch of the imagination, but when you think of like the Loch Ness monster, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Godzilla in a way you can kind of like
Rope 'em in.
parlay into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those I agree with you are more fun as almost like these it's like investigative journalism that goes on to figure out
Mhm.
what is terrorizing this small town, and then what like rinky-dink plan are we gonna put together, we six of us, to solve this problem. And I think Lake Placid also worked better because if you're in frickin' Manhattan, someone's gonna figure out how to curtail this thing. Like that level of destruction from a cost standpoint alone.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bunch of guys like friggin' farting around trying to figure out like, oh, what do we do? Throw fish in the sewers. Like what? Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody competent would be roped in immediately. And this is terrible to say because, you know, we love our cryptids. We love our creatures. We don't want to see them just like shot in the street. But
Right.
Godzilla would not be standing on his two legs for very long if he was causing that level of destruction in a major city like Manhattan.
Yeah.
Lake Placid, on the other hand, like the way they went about it and the way the story unfolded made a lot more sense because this is some little town. It's a small lake. I think it just worked better for framing the story and then having the story unfold, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I also do find it funny that I was thinking Lake Placid, New York, and it's Lake Placid, Maine. And he says the line in the beginning, but
Yeah.
This one had like a pretty decent cast as
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
Bill Pullman from Independence Day. I'll hit you with the fun facts early on
Let's
this.
do it.
So, the crocodile was CGI and animatronic, but it was only in the film, shown in the film for 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So it was limited, which I guess you really only see it in the end when they get that final battle.
Yeah.
So this actually ties. So Phoenix Pictures picked up the rights to Lake Placid, and Sony was going to distribute it, but after the critical failure of Godzilla, they backed out, and instead Phoenix went with Fox 2000.
That is a crazy tie-in. Crazy.
Unintentional, but I'll take it.
Worked out. Love that for us.
In Spain, the movie was simply called Mandibulas, which is Jaws, right? As a tribute to Steven Spielberg's movie, because his movie was called Tiburon, Shark, instead of verbatim translation of Jaws.
Oh, what a terrible disservice to the title Jaws, my God.
I know.
Could you imagine you think you're getting Jaws and you get this? That I would not be a happy camper.
Maybe because they heard the name and like they were like, that doesn't make me want to watch it, so you had to call it Tiburon.
Maybe it's because the poster is a big picture of a shark. And they thought people would understand more, like, what are we talking about here if they just called it Shark?
Maybe. I don't know. It still seems dumb, but yeah. Bridget Fonda, who plays Kelly Scott, is the niece of Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda. Uh-huh.
Yes. Nepotism at its finest. Sorry, go ahead.
I grew up doing Jane Fonda workout tapes because my mom had Jane Fonda workout tapes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw Fonda, I was like, oh, they must be related. And then I looked it up and I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that checks. The 30-foot animatronic creature built by Stan Winston, it was a large mechanical puppet powered by hydraulics to move the jaw's head and tail in the water for realistic scenes. Some shots use CGI, but many close-ups use the physical animatronic crocodile.
You could tell. You could absolutely tell when you get the close-up shots that it is practical, not CGI. You can definitely tell.
when it like kind of was like swimming, oh, not swimming, when it was like moving a little fast on land or the water, that's kind of when you got like, oh, they hit me with the CGI. But yeah, I agree.
Right.
You definitely could tell. And I think in a way it benefited the movie a little bit. So, but yeah, that's what everything I had.
Wait,
it's
you left out my favorite cameo in the whole movie.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You're the fun fact guy.
Fun fact guy says Betty White made a little. Is that the cameo?
No, because I consider Betty White to be an instrumental character.
She is.
Mariska Hargitay, Olivia Benson.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I nearly fell off my bed last night watching it because I don't think the last time I watched this it registered with me, or I've completely lost all memory of when I first saw this one. But I was very excited to see Detective Benson. Literally, it's like I don't even know if she's on screen for a minute. Yeah. But it was still very exciting for me. But no, Betty White, the GOAT, I consider her to be a pivotal main character in this movie.
Yeah, she helps move the movie along, I would say. She's probably the most likable character because they're not really... Yes. I don't know.
She definitely has the most personality, and she feels the most natural when she's delivering her lines.
Yeah. Kelly like falling every 4 seconds. How did she not die? Like
that is plot armor if I've ever seen it, because this
100%.
Woman falling out of boats, tripping over tree branches, like anything that this woman could have fallen on or gotten stuck on, she did. Mm-hmm. But somehow, even when this crocodile was like swimming at her, she managed to escape unscathed.
If she died, the sheriff died, and what was it? Hector Cy?
Oh, Hector for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if those three all died, it would have improved the rating for me because they dodged a bullet too many times where it's like, no.
The sheriff should have been dead in the first scene.
Yeah.
Like, 100% should have been a goner. It's the same thing we were saying about Godzilla. Like, no stakes. After a certain point, you realize, like, okay, all these characters are coming out on the other side. So who cares? Nothing, but again... Unlike Godzilla, this movie didn't try to make it seem like someone might die. Like, it bordered on silly at times. But it made it more palatable, to steal your term, for me.
I think this silliness is what made it more palatable.
Yeah.
Because it suffered from two of the same things where you didn't really care for any of the characters in it. Like Hector being like with that cop, and she's like, I'll have sex with you if you just leave right now, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's so weird.
So weird.
Only, like you said, the only character I cared about or was rooting for was Betty White.
Yeah, because she was just like insane, but hilarious insane.
Yeah, she's the GOAT. You can't not root for her.
Right. Like Bill Pullman was so like
that man has no personality in any movie that he's in.
I know.
Literally never has a personality.
But yet he was like every action.
I know. It's a very interesting. It's more interesting casting, I'll say, because he's not charismatic. He's not charming. He's not funny. There's not really anything likable about him. I don't really know. I don't know.
Another thing was, the love story. The love story didn't like do it for me, and it was
Stinker.
Another bizarre one. Like
yes, it did not feel natural. It did not even feel like these people liked each other. It was just another, why don't we pander to the people in the audience who might want a love story?
Right.
Like, it felt like an afterthought. It didn't feel like they built this story and plot and character development around these two characters falling in love. It feels like they got about halfway through the film and they're like, I think we're going to lose some of our audience here. And they're like, oh, quick, slap together some friggin' nonsensical romance plot and that'll keep people interested. No, sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. That's a duct tape romance right there.
Oh,
But well, even like her like little backstory of like, oh, I had a fling with my boss, and then
he
my
picked someone else.
yeah, and shipped me to Lake Placid. It's like, it's not that big a deal. I don't.
Should you have been having a fling with your boss is what we should really be like self-assessing here.
Yeah, yeah, and they overdid it a little on like the New York attitude, but
Yes, they did.
maybe I was just being a little sensitive. I don't know. So that was it. But again, like the comedy parts of it, the one-liners
Yes.
did do this movie a little bit of service. The funny kills too, like the cop put his head down and then like the alligator just like snatched it.
Yes.
Crocodile, I should say. Sorry, let me be correct here. Um, so
It was memorable. The moments that were memorable in Lake Placid are memorable in either a funny or a positive way, where there are absolutely no memorable moments in Godzilla. And if they are memorable, it's because they were complete horseshit and made no sense.
right.
Like the fish in the sewer.
Let's just put a bunch of fish and then we'll put shit around it and then, what? Why not put the fish like fucking Looney Tunes? Just like lead it back into the fucking ocean, or
like a trail.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
oh, piece of candy. What the
Yeah.
fuck? So based off these movies, who do you think would win in a fight, the Godzilla or the crocodile?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go crocodile
I'm
because
team crocodile. Yeah, go ahead.
we saw the crocodile do some shit.
Yeah. We were basically watching mating season of fucking Godzilla. I mean...
Now, in general, the lore of Godzilla far exceeds a crocodile.
Oh,
like any
and
day
we're
of the
strictly
week.
talking this...
About this version.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, 100% crocodile all the way.
Yeah. Who do you think was the dumbest character out of both of these movies? It's tough because I think Animal, the camera guy from Godzilla, was pretty dumb because he just kept trying to run closer. But then again, Matthew Broderick's character, like
Audrey doesn't have a lot of redeeming qualities. She literally stole Matthew Broderick's research and pretended to be a journalist.
Yeah.
And then nothing came of it. Someone stole it and made it their story instead. And then both she and Matthew Broderick were up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Like, what did you accomplish here, girly pop? What was the point? I don't know.
Yeah. But I also didn't like Hector also was trying to... It was the same thing. They tried to, like, humanize the alligator a little.
Yeah.
And it was like, but I don't know. I don't think I needed that. It did, like,
right.
The whole thing's a terror. I don't need you to like humanize it, I guess.
Right.
So I would say like he's on that list. Yeah, Animal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the camera dude, Animal, Hank Azaria, just because like the first initial scene like was just, why would you try to run to get closer to this gigantic lizard that could kill you? Just, I'm 0-2 right now with like these I think I'm gonna take a break, of these childhood movies. It's like 0-2. Did you want to go with my this or that right now, or did you want to bring up what you got?
I don't care. It's up to you.
All right. Why don't you go ahead?
Okay. Right. So, we're back for another rousing round of this or that, and we're in our creature feature theme right now. So, Brian, let's do it. If you're thinking about like a habitat, would you rather live in a deep forest lair or an underwater cave?
Like if I'm a monster, you're saying?
Yes. I
would rather be underwater.
I agree.
Because you can hide. I mean, the sea is like almost infinite.
Yeah, and I don't know, you won't be too hot. Like if it gets humid, you're already in the water. It's not so bad.
Right. Like, because the land, you risk of being discovered, and then, it's different in the movies, but in real life, they probably just nuke you and call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and the sea is what? Like, what is it? Like, we've discovered only like 5% of or something crazy?
Yeah, no, it's like you said, it's basically, it's infinite, it's vast, it's,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be mine.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one. Would you rather be a shapeshifter or invisible?
So I thought about this. I think I would rather be a shapeshifter.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because then you can kind of blend in with whatever the situation is. Like,
Yeah, but if you're invisible, you blend in regardless because you can't be seen.
Yeah, but like, if the context is you're invisible, what kind of invisible are you? Like are you, like, for example, Harry Potter and that like cloak, right?
Oh, the cloak,
You're still bumping into shit. It's not like,
Okay, fair enough.
If you're like invisible with the ability to like go through things, it's a different story.
No, but
almost
I mean,
like a ghost.
But from
there needs to be additional context to just being invisible.
But I think this is from
I'm not Clay Aiken in a room, but anyway.
I think this is more from a defense perspective. Like, would you rather be able to transform into something else or just not be seen by your enemy? Why are you hating on Clay
Aiken? No. I think just a shapeshifter would be more fun. I don't know. Like, because you could just, today I'm going to be a rock. Tomorrow I'm going to be a bird. I don't know.
Okay, I respect it.
What's your defense?
Invisible.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't want to be seen. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Get away from me.
No. Invisible with the addition of transparent? I'm selling you like I'm selling a used car with oil changes here. Yeah.
I think it would be ideal if you had the ability to, like, I don't know, move through walls or move through objects or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be a plus for sure. But I think from a strict defense perspective, if I could just go invisible and stand still and you would have no idea if I was there or not, and you would run right past me, I would go for that.
Yeah. Now let's flip this. So if it was a monster after you, would you rather them be a shapeshifter or invisible?
That's an impossible question because it sucks either way.
Yeah, right?
I think I would prefer a shapeshifter because I feel like if I was being chased or hunted by a monster, I would already be skeptical of everything and everyone where I wouldn't trust it. Where like if you're invisible and now you're walking through friggin' walls, like
yeah.
Now you're just in my house, like you're gonna find my ass. I don't know. I want nothing to do with that. Whereas even if you're some unsuspecting looking rock, like do not test me. I will rip up every rug in my house. I will get rid of everything if I think there's a chance that you're pulling some shenanigans here. But
I love how it's like shapeshifter, but we go rock and bird. Like you can literally you could be anything. Yeah, I mean, if they're just plain invisible, what are you gonna carry, spray paint? Just
that's what it is. Like, at least if they're oh my god, shifting shape.
Yeah, you're
already going to be hyper aware of your surroundings and things, and like, does that look the way I remember it looking, or should that rock be there? Like, you're gonna be suspicious of things inherently if you're in a hunted type of scenario. So yeah, that's an interesting flip, but I like it.
Yeah. I think I would go invisible. It's probably just because of that. Like the shape-shifting, like you said, is way more increased paranoia, where invisible, I'd carry some spray paint, or I'd like
you're gonna be spray paint guy. Okay.
Yeah, little this, little that. But at the same time, if they're shapeshifting, it could literally be anything. So you're gonna be living in your house with nothing. You're just gonna. Okay. All right. I don't know. To me, it's like wave your arms. Something like
you would rather live in the blissful ignorance with your things, even though the thing could be standing right next to you.
Right.
Then rip up your carpets and sell your whole life.
But what
know
if it
that you're safe.
Does everything it touch become invisible? Right? Like if it grabs a knife, is the knife invisible?
Oh, that's a good question.
So that would be my thing. But
I'd be more worried about like melee combat, I guess. Like I'm not worried about weaponry and things. I'm worried about like I'm gonna get choked out because the guy's right in front of me and I don't know.
Well, yeah, all right. There's your problem, I guess. Yeah. That's what you got the spray paint for. So
the spray paint idea is wild. Like I am just imagining you running through the streets, just shooting off spray paint. It's insane. And it's terrible for the environment, Brian. Jesus. Could have no ozone layer left because of you.
Spray paint and mace.
All right. Well, that was fun. Swamp or wetland or desert or outback scenario.
This is a tough one because I think my fears as a kid was like being in a desert and falling in quicksand.
Yeah, for sure.
But
also, it's so freaking hot.
Yeah.
I don't like the heat. Can you tell?
Right, but like swamps is not like a.
Yeah, swamp is not ideal either. I agree.
I'm not like a lake person. I don't.
Oh, I love
looked at
lakes.
that lake. I don't know. It skeeves me out to be in there, and they got frogs going around. Like Nah, I'm good. Little tadpoles crawling up. No. I don't know. I guess I'll take my chances with a cactus in the desert, but.
Yeah, but it's so hot. What if you dehydrate?
Yeah, but it could be hot in swamps too.
I guess, but at least it's swampy. It's not dry heat.
Yeah, but then you're like sweating your ass off and a crocodile comes by. Like, I don't know.
You'd rather get attacked by a vulture, I guess, in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, Timon and Pumbaa will save me.
It is actually a very hard question because neither are ideal.
No. Just like the marshlands, all that disgusting.
I guess
water.
The thing about like the outback is at least you'd be dry for the most part. It wouldn't be damp at every turn.
Damp is like almost worse than hot.
Yeah, humid and like soupy. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like if I walk outside in the summer and it feels like I got punched in the face with like thickness, right. I hate it. Ugh, disgusting.
It's the worst. And you know what I hate? It's like people say it about Vegas, right? They go like, "Oh, it's a dry heat."
Oh, it's a dry heat. Yeah, okay, guys. Sure. I don't feel particularly dry. I'm dripping sweat fighting for my life. What do you mean it's a dry heat?
Is it a difference? Yes, but is it still hot? It's not like.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
Both of these things can be true.
It's like you want to sweat and feel like a blow dryer is on you the entire time you walk. Have at it.
I can't.
I'm gonna go desert on that one just because.
I think you've won me over because originally I was thinking wetland, but now I'm like, ugh, maybe not.
I mean, listen, there's the thought of snakes, which don't help the thought of deserts. Listen, I'm giving you a big picture here, right?
There's also scorpions.
And scorpions. But,
There's
I
also
don't know.
snakes in wetlands. Wasn't Anaconda in, like, a rainforest?
Yeah. I mean,
that would have been another
over.
Movie for this list. Anaconda.
I know. Down the road,
yeah,
I think.
We'll get there.
Well, I don't know, because now I think I'd rather the venom hits you quick, right? And you die quicker than, like, the thought of being chomped by a crocodile like.
But doesn't the anaconda like strangle you and then swallow you whole or something awful?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I'd be like, come on, bro, just take me out first.
Yeah, come on, make it quick.
I know you got that venom in you.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, literally, no pun intended.
Oh Jesus!
Did you have any others?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure do. You ready?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, would you rather be a feared monster or a hidden protector? This one's easy for me. I know.
Define hidden protector.
So almost, almost like a spider. Like people fear you because they're like, "Oh, bug," but it's like you're killing all the mosquitoes and you're getting rid of the pests and you're trying to be helpful. So perhaps you are a monster that still does some collateral damage, but it's for the sake of protection and like care and value for life over just destruction.
Can you use it in a sentence? No, I'm just kidding.
I just used too many words for this exercise.
So I'm assuming you're taking hidden protector?
Absolutely, yeah. Of course I am. Come on.
Over what's the other one?
Just a feared monster. Like you're a legit monster and everyone's afraid of you.
I don't know. I mean, based off your example, I'm going feared monster. I don't really want to be a spider because then you're still like people still kill you.
Bro, I wasn't saying be a spider. I was saying like a spider. Jesus.
Well, you did sell me on the example.
Whatever.
No. I guess I think a feared monster. I think that'd be kind of fun. You just,
I mean, it would certainly be badass, but
the myths and the legends and,
the lore, all of it.
The lore. Yeah.
And then last one I got for you, would you rather haunt a small town or live in a remote jungle?
Small town.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am going to haunt the shit out of that small town.
Yeah.
Believe you me.
If I was
in the jungle. What the hell am I doing in the jungle?
Yeah. I mean, there's cool animals in the jungle, but like I'd fuck around and eat poison ivy by accident.
For sure.
Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
If there's any kind of survival thing, I'm dead instantly.
Yeah, count me
Just
out.
take me
for
out.
sure. Yep.
Yeah. All right, I like that one. That was good.
It was fun.
That was a good one. Yeah. All right. I got a few.
Let's go.
So let's see. Try to hide in the subway from Godzilla or hide in a small fishing boat from the crocodile.
I'm definitely hiding in the subway, I think. A small fishing boat is going to capsize. All the crocodile has to do is swing his tail the wrong way and that thing's flipping over.
Yeah, it's tough, but like the claustrophobia of being in that subway and things crashing around. That's what's kind of would make me go boat, even though I can't swim great or fast, rather. So I'd be like doggy paddling to death. So, all right. This is a weird one. Have a baby Godzilla egg hatch in your house or a baby crocodile in your bathtub? I don't know why.
What? How did they get there? I didn't bring them there. How are they there?
It was a gift.
Great. That keeps on giving, I guess. Probably a baby crocodile in a bathtub, because at least you could, like, get it out of the bathtub and put it somewhere else. I don't know. When it's a baby, I guess it's more manageable than a baby Godzilla. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a very...
That's an odd one.
Yeah, I don't like that. Next question, please.
Yeah.
Well, what's yours? What would you rather?
Yeah, because the crocodile you could get rid of. Like,
right.
Those things were pretty big. And, like, I mean, this sounds horrible, like, but, you know, it's easier to, like, find a local thing to throw it in. Like, I don't know.
Get him in a new lake. Exactly.
Yeah.
God.
Would you rather your date night get interrupted by Godzilla smashing the city or a crocodile eating the tour guide? Well, you're on a boat tour, I guess.
What are these questions?
It's supposed to be like, a little for Godzilla and the crocodile.
All right, I understand. Let's
Yeah.
let's unpack these scenarios. So
Okay.
I'm on a boat tour for some reason in this
Yes.
rinky-dink lake on
Yep.
some little fishing boat situation.
They have that though in Florida. Like you go to your favorite marshlands and they just, you tour.
Sure. Okay. I'm on board. No pun intended. I'm on board. But like the crocodile just jumps up, eats the tour guide, and then fucks off? Or like, am I still in danger on this boat? Can I get back to land, or was only the tour guide able to operate the boat? I have a lot of questions.
It's the possibilities. I don't know.
All right.
Endless.
These are not the possibilities that we thrive on here. So all right, so that's enough on that scenario. If I'm in the middle of the city and I'm eating dinner with my date, when you say Godzilla's smashing the city, is he also smashing the restaurant I'm sat in eating?
I would say he's in the vicinity of where you are eating. So let's go within a 5-mile radius.
But his foot is not on my table as I'm eating.
No.
Great. And it's not at like the reception or the hostess stand or anything like that.
No.
Then I'm probably going to go Godzilla destroying the city around me while I'm eating dinner, because I'm not getting stranded in the middle of a freaking lake on a fishing boat when a killer croc is eating my tour guide. That sounds terrible. Like, I don't think I'd feel great if the city was crumbling around me either, but if it was 5 miles away, I'd have time to think of a plan.
The escapability of both of these scenarios is hard because, depending on which way Godzilla goes, you might have a terrible exit strategy. But the same thing is like, if you're in that boat, at least you have time
to come up with one. If you're in the boat and the crocodile's about to jump up and claim his next victim, like, you have no time to think.
Right.
Your option is sit there and wait, or dive into the murky swamp and hope he's not right underneath you, waiting to eat you.
I think I'm going the crocodile one, just because there's got to be emergency paddles, right? So if I'm on a tour with a group...
Bro, I asked that question. I asked who controls the boat, and you said the possibilities were endless. That's anybody's guess.
I'll tell you this. When I went to, I forget where in Florida because I was young, but we went in this boat. It was like a 5-seater boat.
Okay.
And it had this giant-ass fan behind us.
I know exactly the boats you're talking about, yes.
Yeah, so I'm picturing that when I'm thinking of this scenario. So the tour guide's up top, and then bang, the crocodile's got his next lunch for the day. So he gets that guy. Now you're just on this boat. I would take my chances and try to steer or like get and tell people to fucking start paddling and then get out. I mean, the lake can't be that big, right? So I just kind of circle back.
You haven't seen a lot of lakes, my guy.
No, because I don't.
Some of the lakes out there, they big. They huge. Have you ever been around Lake George? It's massive.
I have not, no.
Oh,
no.
It's beautiful, but it's huge. Like, I don't think I fully appreciated it until I did. They do like little boat tours around the lake. Okay. And I did one, and it took like 4 hours for the boat to get around the lake. It's huge.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I am not giving all of the confidence that I'm going to be able to swim fast enough to outswim a freaking crocodile.
Well, that is the tricky part, but then Godzilla coming around in a 5-mile radius, what's your exit strategy to get an Uber and try to go? You're gonna try to run at 8 miles an hour to try to hide in a building that could be toppled over?
Neither are ideal, but
no.
I maintain that at least if something's stomping around a couple miles away, I'd
Right.
rather be on land, and it buys me some semblance of time to think about my next move. Whereas if
Okay.
something's imminently in the water beneath me or around me, I lose that time to plan. Like, there's two options: move the boat or jump out of the boat and try to swim to safety. And neither seem great when you've got a friggin' gigantic killer croc on your case.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's. I don't like the rest of these, so that's the end of that.
Another rousing round of Would You Rather.
Would you rather this or that? Any final thoughts?
No, just that this was a lot of fun. Do we want to give our final forecast?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think we're both pretty calibrated on this. So Brian and I, we typically don't discuss our forecast before we have our chats, but we were really in line on these two. So you wanna do Lake Placid, I'll do Godzilla?
Yeah. Yeah. So Lake Placid, we have it at an overcast. So that's kind of in our 2 range. Again, it's like a 2 to 2.9, just so you get it. Point being, I think the comedy saved it. If you kind of took out Betty White's character, you might have been in the same boat as Godzilla.
Right.
That and like some of the deaths, I don't know. I did like the homage kind of Jaws feel as well. Like you did have the similar music tones.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna say I'd recommend the movie, but you know, if you're into that like B horror, not taking itself too seriously, I do think it's, you know, funny, kind of fun.
Yeah,
little
it's a
movie.
fun watch, definitely.
Yeah. Obviously character development wise, no, but you know, yeah. So that's kind of where we're at, is like the overcast on this one.
Well said. And I'm not going to belabor the point. Godzilla is a black clouds for us here.
Yeah.
Just nothing, like we've said multiple times, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go on and on, but there's nothing memorable. There's nothing that would make me speak highly about this movie. There's nothing that would compel me to recommend this movie to anybody.
And there's way better Godzillas out there.
Yes,
so
yes, it's
that's
100%.
the other point.
Yeah, if I'm going to tell you to go watch Godzilla, it is not going to be Godzilla, the 1998 classic starring Matthew Broderick. Like, that's just not going to be it.
Right. Godzilla -1, I do recommend if you are intrigued by Godzilla. I didn't hate the 2009 one. It wasn't terrible. It's not my favorite either, but
fair.
Overall, they're all better than this one. So, yeah, we're going to wrap it up. We're coming close to our ending of the first season of the show.
Almost a full year.
Yeah. We're definitely way over recording-wise, but as far as, like, release-wise, yes, we are coming up on a year, which is crazy. Thank you for all the love and support. Again, don't be shy. Definitely reach out, comment. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in being interviewed, just send us a direct message and we can look to figure something out. But I'm Brian, and keep your popcorn popping.
And I'm Steph, and keep your possibilities endless.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.